A very warm welcome to another Time to Go Wild podcast. Of course, Time to Go Wild is now a podcast available online via Podbean, also being picked up via Amazon Music and Google Podcasts. If you want to contact the podcast throughout the week, you can do via facebook.com/TTGW Radio or twitter.com/TTGW Radio. We also have email, radio@widneswild.co.uk, and text 07849767755. Well, we get something out of this week, although the YKK Widnes Wild have been away. Massive amount of hockey action across the UK, and we'll give you a bit of a rundown on that throughout the podcast. Hope you're going to stick with us throughout the show. It's that time of the week, though. You know what to do. It's time to go wild. A very warm welcome to a Time to Go Wild radio podcast. And this week saw, as you can hear from my papers rustling probably, a very, very busy fixture list across many of the leagues, particularly the NIHL National League, but also the Elite League, some of the Junior Leagues, as well as Divisions 1 and 2 across the north of the country. Now, apologies to D1 and D2 South. We don't really have time to cover all of the fixtures as well. But what we do try and do is as much as we can. And of course, we may as well get into the big thick of it and go through some of the classified results before we start talking about what's been going on. So here we go. Well, you know that sound. Finally back with the classified results, and plenty going on throughout the week, or the weekend I should say. So let's get into it. Starting off with Elite League action in the Challenge Cup on Saturday. Guildford Flames 7, Coventry Blaze 4. Then the return match on Sunday. Coventry Blaze 1, Guildford Flames 5. In the EIHA Under-18s North 2 League on Saturday. Sheffield 12, Solihull 0. Nottingham 1, Sutton 17. In the Under-16s North 2. Sheffield 1, Leeds 2. And Manchester 3, Nottingham 3, both games on Saturday. Moving to Under-14s action from Sunday. Sheffield 13, Coventry 1. Now the adults get back in action. The NIHL National League Autumn Cup on Saturday. Leeds Knights 7, Bees 1. Swindon Wildcats 1, Telford Tigers 2. Basingstoke Bison 6, Peterborough Phantoms 0. Milton Keynes Lightning 4, Raiders 3 after overtime. On Sunday, Bees 1, Swindon Wildcats 4, Raiders 1, Sheffield Steel Dogs 3, Peterborough Phantoms 4, MK Lightning 1, Telford Tigers 3, Basingstoke Bison 6. Moving to NIHL Division 1 North Morley Cup action from Saturday. Solway Sharks 4, Whitley Warriors 2. And on Sunday, Whitley Warriors 9, Billingham Stars 5. NIHL Division 1 North Morley Cup Midland Group. Solihull Barons 1, Sheffield Scimitars 8. That game on Sunday. In league action from Morley. On both games Sunday, Blackburn Hawks 4, Solway Sharks 5. Nottingham Lions 2, Widnes Wild 7. And NIHL Division 2 Laidler North Cup. On Sunday, Sutton Sting 1, Telford Tigers N2 2. And the final one, well, 2 games, NIHL Division 2 North Laidler from Saturday. Bradford Bulldogs 8, Nottingham Lions N2 0. And Coventry Blaze 2, Sheffield Titans 4. Said it was a busy roundup of fixtures across the weekend. We also had other action going on, which we'll talk about shortly. But there you go. That's the roundup of the fixtures and, well, the results over the last weekend across many of the leagues and the junior divisions that the Widnes Junior Development are involved with. We'll be bringing you more each week here on the Time to Go Wild radio show. In the meantime, let's continue with the show. So as you could hear, massive amount of fixtures, and I'm going to give a shout out to an extra little fixture that was going on Sunday at Planet Ice Widnes, where we had a challenge going on between a new rec team, the Cheshire Pistons, and our Widnes Wild Women, and it was good to be there and see both teams in action. It was a casual game, so to speak. Excuse me, scrimmage type game, we should say. Both teams playing really well, getting their legs and their ice legs going. In terms of the final result, a fair result to be honest, 5-5 draw. We even managed to fit in a bit of overtime as well, with the ice time allowing. And, it was a really well played game, very competitive. All players have been improving. First time I've seen the Cheshire Pistons in action. And a lot of promise from their players. And our Widnes Wild Women, of course, now in the Premier Division, after being promoted and the season off. It's going to be tough for them this coming year. But every game helps. And yet again, we could see improvements and better skating, better positioning. Fantastic to see. And just great to catch up with everyone over the weekend, so keep your eyes peeled for all the up-and-coming games and up-and-coming fixtures. Now, I'm going to quickly drop into this one.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police! Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast!
As I want to do a quick reminder on a couple of the rule changes for this coming season. And just looking through the IHUK in-house rules, which the EIHA are adopting, and they are tweaking slightly to account for a few things. The main tweak is no video reviews, because of course we don't quite have that level of technology involved with a lot of the EIHA teams. But some of the new penalties are a little bit convoluted, to say the least. A simple one. Rule 17 bench minor penalties, they can be served by any player, no more a player from the ice at the stoppage. Now, that's confused me because, correct me if I'm wrong, I've sometimes seen us use a bench warmer for some of the bench minor penalties, like too many men on the ice. But anyway, that is the actual rule now. Now, coincidental penalties, Rule 19. This is a weird one, so be prepared for this one. In the last 5 minutes of the third period and overtime, a major penalty on Team A and a minor or double minor penalty on Team B will cancel out as a 2 or 1 minute differential power play. Okay, does that make sense to anyone yet? Be prepared. So, yeah. It's so somebody gets a 5 minute major penalty on Team A. A minor will reduce it, by the sounds of it, to a 3 minute penalty. And if it's a double minor, so a 2+2 opposite, it will reduce that major down to a 1 minute differential power play. I'm waiting to see that one happen. It's bad enough for us, the fans, supporters, off-ice people, to understand this. It's just as confusing, I think, for some of the officials and the players, so they get all confused. So that's one of the big changes for coincidental penalties. And right, and the penalty shot. Any non-penalised player can take a penalty shot. Doesn't have to be the player who was fouled, it seems. It's any non-penalised player. And one final one, just to reiterate, one of the biggest changes is offside this year. And it's in the IHF rulebook, in the IHUK rulebook, and in offside now, the blue line is effectively, we'll call it the blue wall. It's a 3-dimensional line now, so the player's foot does not have to be in contact with the blue line. It has to be on the blue line, so to speak, or over the blue line. Well, sorry, on top of, we shall say. I think that makes a bit better sense. On top of the blue line, and then they're still onside. So, yep, I can see some people go, no, that's offside. No, the foot can leave the ice surface as long as it is on top of the blue line. So there we go. Our little bit of rules.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
For the changes for this coming season. Really, really confusing in many cases is that. But we will get used to it. We shall. Now, little short on main news items at the moment. However, what we do have for you, just to keep you up to date, is the fixtures list. Now, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get through all of this, because it's big. So I'm probably going to truncate it for a couple of weeks' worth. So let's see how we get on. Bit of a change to a piece of music to back it up. But here we go. Up and coming fixtures for the next few weeks. Starting on Saturday, 25th of September. Sheffield Scimitars host the YKK Widnes Wild in Cup action. Face off 4 p.m. Also on Saturday 25th, we've got a double home fixture at Planet Ice Widnes with the Widnes Under-12s facing Manchester at 3:20, followed by the Widnes Under-16s taking on Blackburn Under-16s, and that's at 10:05. On Sunday, the Sheffield Under-14s will host the Widnes Under-14s at 6:15. As we move into October, we have the Leeds on the Saturday, Saturday the 2nd of October. Leeds Under-14s will host our Widnes Under-14s at 4:20. And then the Leeds Under-16s will host the Widnes Under-16s at 6:10. And then we have on Sunday the 3rd of October, the Billingham Stars will host our YKK Widnes Wild in league action at 5:30. So another road game for the Widnes Wild. And also on Sunday the 3rd, the Sutton Under-18s will host the Widnes Under-18s, and that is at 10:05. We'll just do one more weekend. The Saturday the 9th of October, Solway Sharks host the Widnes Wild in cup action at 7 p.m. And then some home fixtures for our under-12s and under-14s. We've got the under-12s facing Whitley Bay at 10:05. But before that, the under-14s will host Manchester under-14s at
3:20.
Yes, the under-12s will be after the under-14s. A bit strange, but anyway, that's what's happening. And then the Sutton Solihull under-18s will be hosting the Widnes under-18s at 7:30. Those were all the Saturday the 9th of October. And we will close things out with Sunday the 10th of October, when our YKK Widnes Wild will be back at home against the Sheffield Scimitars in cup action, 5:30 face-off. In the meantime, our Widnes Wild women get their season started as they go down to Chelmsford. Chelmsford Cobras will host the Widnes Wild women on Sunday the 10th of October at 12:15. And there's plenty more fixtures coming up over the coming weeks. Massively busy fixture lists. So yes, this year, playing out of Planet Ice Widnes, we have, of course, our YKK Widnes Wild. We have under-18s, under-16s, under-14s, under-12s, under-10s. I've actually omitted a fixture. I'm pretty sure our under-10s are in action. If I quickly check my fixture list, I missed a fixture. And our under-10s are in action this Sunday, the 26th, at Planet Ice Widnes. And that's at 4:15. So this Sunday, the 26th of September, under-10s have a cross-ice competition scheduled at 4:15. So that's at Planet Ice Widnes. So as you can tell, it's a very, very busy time. Now, lots of questions have been asked about why can't A, B and C be done at the rink. Well, that answers a lot of it. They've got to fit an awful lot of things, events. You know, there's ice hockey and ice hockey. There's figure skating, ice dance, there's parties, public skating. It's a very, very busy rink. And our hats off to the staff at Penalties Widnes and all the other rinks around the country who keep the facilities going and make sure we can all enjoy them. So yes, so I'm actually looking forward to this Saturday. Under 12s and under 16s both in action, and it'll give them a good chance to see how well they can fare. Because of course all the groupings have changed. Everything apart from under 18s has moved up a year, so 15s is 16s, 13s is 14s now. So a lot of faces will be the same in some of those groups who would have technically moved up a grouping this year. So fingers crossed they're all fit, fighting ready to go in the right ways, of course. And we're going to be having some quality hockey from the junior developments. Now, I'm going to call up the game sheet from Sunday. Nottingham Lions N1 against the YKK Widnes Wild down at down at the National Ice Centre in Nottingham. I still call it the National Ice Centre because that's what I know it as. And well, it was an interesting game. The footage is available from Lions TV. If you check out YouTube, look up Nottingham Lions, and the web streams are up there. Now, very interesting. The game was fairly quiet for the first period, but the second period it started to light up while taking a 2-goal lead, in fact, and then Nottingham pegging it back to 2-2 at the end of the second. Both of the Widnes Wild goals by Vlad Volkanovs, very much showing his value and his speed. And yeah, boy, can Vlad's move. So yes, Vlad's there, supported by both Kieran Beach and our very own player coach Richard Hagger. For the Nottingham Lions, it was Jake Fisher and Louis Newell getting their goals. But the third period, all of a sudden, bit of floodgates, really. We had Richard Hagger at 43-22. We then had Mikey Gilbert, our head coach for the junior development, at 46-17. I'm getting used to the new numbers. Nathan Britton. When I see number 10, I think of another player. Danny Bullock, I'll mention, who's not playing for the Wild this year. I think... whatever Danny's doing, we do wish him well, of course. I think his personal life is one of those things with a lot of players. That's what takes priority. Of course, any player who's played hockey will know there are times when you have to make a decision. So yeah, our number 10 is now Nathan Britton at 50 minutes on a power play, then followed up by a pair from Jakub Hajek finding the back of the net. Those two goals coming at 55-33 and 57 minutes. However, as you may have seen online, the game got very physical, very feisty, and the fists started flying with both... I can't remember which way round. Actually, I think it was Jay Robinson with Ben Wilson, both getting 5-minute majors for fighting and game misconducts. And then there was also Joe Greaves and Zachary Yakuyama, I should say. Zach Yakuyama. I'm going to have to get my teeth in right when he's playing. Dear, having a fight before that one. So yeah, it did get very nitty-gritty towards the back end of that game. But footage is available online. I hope you enjoy it when you see it. And don't forget, the YKK Widnes Wild games, of course, all have their footage online, courtesy this season of Drop the Puck. So, other than that, I think there's one more last important thing that needs to be done. Of course, where would we be without some very, very important people? And that, of course, would be the sponsors. And, of course, other little featurettes that we need to cover. Of course, we have our website, widneswild.co.uk, with the Own and Loan shirts, and links, of course, to other information. If you want one of the Own and Loan shirts, check out the link. They are there. £80 for the home or away shirts, £60 for the warm-up. And of course, we want to, of course, give a massive shout out to all of the sponsors who are involved with the YKK Widnes Wild. Of course, you hear me say YKK. That's our title sponsors. We also have Sprakes and Son from Widnes, Straight In, MPG Maintenance Property Services, Crosscheck Clothing, The Coach Company, the University of Salford, who are there as our medical cover, looking after the players' overall welfare, with their major bumps and knocks, and their physio style of things. Planet Ice, and of course our charity this year, yet again, after a year's break, are the Halton Haven Hospice. It's a busy show. Bit of a shorter one than normal. Of course, we will be bringing you a Time to Go Wild roundtable in a week or so that'll be later in the week. Hope to get round to Planet Ice Widnes and get in the rink, get a couple of members of the team, a couple of fans, and previous co-presenters who are still part of the Time to Go Wild radio presenting team. Get us together, have a sit down, have a chat, and sort of bring you up to date on everything that's been going on from all kinds of different perspectives. But in the meantime, all I can do is say I hope you've enjoyed the podcast for this week. Take care. Enjoy your hockey wherever you're watching it, wherever you're viewing it, however you're viewing it. Of course, stay safe, stay fit, stay healthy, and we'll catch you on another podcast. From the Time to Go Wild podcast for another week. Take care. Catch you soon. Ta-ra.